T-GuIDE is the name of a project that ENAT is involved in with European partners. It stands for Training Tourist Guides in assisting people with intellectual impairments or disabilities in Europe. And the idea is that we will develop a training curriculum and training course about the kind of things that a registered tourist guide needs to know and needs to do in order to make their guiding experience accessible. The important thing about this project is that there are many people who are excluded from having a good experience of a place, from getting an understanding of the place, because the tourist guides have probably not thought before about how they would present their material to people who do not exactly understand as general people would. So the way forward is to identify means of communication and means of presentation and means of organizing a trip so that people can get a comfortable experience and come away with a feeling that they have had a good experience that day, and they've got to know something about the particular place, whether it was a museum or maybe an archaeological site or a natural feature in the landscape, that this has been interpreted for them by a tourist guide. The role of tourist guides is hugely important in tourism. It's not just about telling what that was and how old it is, but it's about conveying the culture of a place and the understanding that this is part of all our common heritage as European citizens, that they own a piece of this. It's part of their life too. And so I think it's important that this training package that's going to be offered to tourist guides will enable the tourist guides to give a better level of service, and probably it will enable them to think more about the whole variety of people that they're taking on their guided tours, and give everyone a better level of service. I think the issue about mental problems, people with mental problems or with intellectual impairments, is that this is very much under the surface, that we don't talk about it much and we don't deal with it very much in the tourism sector. And it's important to bring to light that there are very good practices going on, but they haven't been, let's say, put into a system so that people can use the experience that's come up. They can't put it into their daily work. So we've identified with our partners this opportunity now to put together a training package. So we have the European Federation of Tourist Guides involved in this project. They have tested now, they're testing and trialing the first phase of the training package. We're also looking to get the training accredited in the European qualifications framework to allow it to become a system, part of the system of training for tourist guides in Europe. And we have also specialists who are used to taking people on holidays and taking people on trips, people with intellectual impairments, and a number of cultural institutions and social institutions that are able to support this training. ENAT is involved in this because we work for accessible tourism everywhere, and it's the first chance that any of us have had to make a really substantial difference to people with intellectual difficulties and mental impairments. We're a wide-ranging consortium, and the advantage of having a European approach and a European level training course is that this can be rapidly disseminated and rapidly taken up by the tourist guides in the whole of Europe. With these languages and the expertise that they have can be developed through taking on board this supplementary training, you might call it, because it will be addressed to people who already are professional tourist guides. So professional tourist guides have a basic level or even advanced level of understanding about communication, about packaging, the explanations that they give. But this is a dimension, if you like, that when you're guiding people with an intellectual impairment, there are certain things and ways of doing things that can make it easier for them to understand and to continue the conversation or the communication in a good way and give everybody a positive experience.